Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Snag, a movie about a guy who falls in love with the wrong girl. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 11 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. All right. I will be at the Lehigh Valley Comic Con in Shranksville, Pennsylvania. Lehigh Valley. So come on out, Pennsylvanians, and check out the Pineys. I'll be doing a talk or a panel or something, and I'll be there with Corey Sosner, the actor, and it'll be a good time. All right. So this is a classic story about a crazy guy who falls in love with the head of the cartel's daughter, and they try to kill him a bunch of times because he's wrong for her, and the mother, it's a female who's the head of the cartel. And they send like endless assassins to try to kill him, and along the way he gets stabbed and shot and blown up, but he always survives. So it's pretty classic. Story by Ben Milliken and Brent A. Tarnall. Screenplay by Brent Tarnall. Directed by Ben Milliken. Starring Ben Milliken. Wow. Impressive. He is the lead guy. Good for you, bro. I mean, he came up with the story. He worked with a screenwriter. And directed and starred in it. And he's doing a ton of stunts here. So, good on you. This looks very slick. On digital, April 28th. Also in select theaters. Rated R. Rated R. For adult situations. So, it looks like it has funky characters. Lots of action. There's some guys who help him along the way. He looks familiar. Oh, gosh. Is that the guy from Dexter? It looks like him. But basically, at one point, they get the drop on some of the assassins. Basically, it's about a guy who's in Mexico. I think it all takes place in Mexico. This guy looks familiar, too. He looks like one of the guys from the character from Crank, but I don't think that's him because he'd be older. But there's tons of guns, tons of crime. It's all funny and fun with a love story. I mean, you can't beat it. It's classic. It's absolutely classic. He keeps getting out of situations after situations. He's just some random surfer dude who fell in love with this girl, and now they're in love, and he's gonna do anything to keep her, basically. Yeah, it's classic. Who wouldn't watch this movie? So first act, he seems to be kind of a wild guy, a surfer dude. I guess he ends up in Mexico, and meets this girl in the middle of a bar fight, and she hands him a knife to so he could save himself. And they run away from the bar together. She helps him escape after he gets stabbed. But he falls in love with her, and then the mother takes him in and says, I'm going to kill you because you're no good for my daughter, I guess. So then he gets away from her, but everybody's out to kill him, and he's got to save the girl. And other guys are out to get him too, and then he meets other people, and they become his friends, or they're guys he knew. So this couple, I don't know if he already knows them, but this is the evil cartel, and this is her sidekick who massages her feet. So they got a lot of cool character stuff in here. I like these kinds of movies. They're fun, they're interesting, they're exciting. You got a little romance, you got action, looks like you got some comedy. It goes to the guy with the weapons. I mean, it's classic stuff. It's called Snag. I love the title. Get it? Because it's about, there's a snag. There's a problem. There's a problem. And So the third act is he saves the girl, of course. What, I have to draw you a map? Of course he saves the girl. They run away together, and it's all very romantic. Probably the mother gets blown up or shot or killed or whatever. And all the bad guys die. Good guys win. Who doesn't want to see this? Who doesn't want to see this? And it looks fun. And he directed it. And he acts in it. That's takes a lot. I'm going to give you an upvote, bro. I hope you do well. Let's read the write-up. An Australian lone wolf's quiet existence. It's appropriate. I thought he was English, but it's appropriate he is Australian. Is shattered when he learns the woman he once loved. Oh, he once loved her. And thought was dead, is alive and held captive by ruthless gangsters. Now, to take on this dangerous criminal organization, he must seek out allies and storm into a world of violence to rescue the love of his life in this gritty modern-day fairy tale. The film stars Ben Milken, who also directed, Jamie Camille, Johnny Banchop, David Zayas, Sofia Castro, Michelle Ortiz, and Anna Ortiz. Sisters? Snag debuts on digital and in select theaters on April 28th. On demand, May 12th. I'm liking it. They don't have a lot of comments yet, but I mean, this just dropped. So, yeah, totally would see this. Absolutely, 100%. Would love to see it in theaters. Seems to have a lot of production value. Not sure it'll get to me in theaters, but it could. I mean, the music's good. Everything about this is good, except they don't seem to have a big actor in it, although I think that's the one guy from Dexter, but I'm not totally sure it's him. I think that's him. Probably not a big enough name to hang your box office on from a distributor point of view, but the movie looks slick, looks fun. This is the kind of fun movie we need for the summer. This should get a wider distribution. I would certainly rather see this than any of the Marvel movies coming out. This looks fun. It's got a romance. So it's going to be a happy, positive movie, but at the same time, it's going to have crazy gangster stuff in it. Cars are going to blow up. They're going to shoot at each other. It's going to be a rollicking good time. The music seems good. All signs point to yes, Magic 8 Ball. So yeah, I hope this does well. I hope it gets a wider release, and I hope it just knocks the socks off the box office. But you can never tell with these things. So good luck to Ben. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. For my Hollywoke hot take today, I will be in Lehigh Valley tomorrow from 10 to 4 for the big show at the Lehigh Valley. Well, it's in Shranksville. Shranksville. However you say that. I don't know. Look, there's a link below. You can go to all my signings. So hope to see you there. And we'll see you in the next one.